that shooting a good picture is much easier than what it used to be. Because of that, shooting has become very easy, due to which mediocrity has increased. Anybody is shooting thinking that they are doing great pictures. Yeah. Mr. Bachchan is another story altogether. His energy, his passion for work. The first thing he comes when he comes on a photo shoot, puts his own music, puts what he wants, creates that mood, and then he's like, come on, let's go. I always say, if Salman likes you, your life is set. So I'm lucky. He liked me, he liked my work. He was bare body, he removed his ganji and put it around his forehead. And I shot that picture on negative, just for fun. The country has gone mad behind these things and we are shooting them. With Shah Rukh, with Amir, with Hrithik. I mean, any name, Alia, the girls, they're so fantastic. Priyanka, I've been lucky to shoot so many of them. Deepika, Katrina. Every time I shoot them, I just feel blessed. Yeah. I'll be very honest with you, there are many times when I felt that an XYZ person will do very well in life and it didn't work out. Okay. And some I did not even think, they ended up being such huge stars. Hi, I'm Avinash Gowariker and you can catch me on midday.com.
Joining us on another exciting episode of BTS Stars on midday.com, we have the man who captures the biggest stars in his frame, Avinash Gowariker. Hi.
Thank you.
And it's lovely to be in your studio, which is pretty interesting, full of pictures and cameras.
Yeah. This is just, I'm lucky I found this place many years back. It was an old bungalow. I just broke it to the ground and made a box kind of a thing. It's just my space. It's my creative space. And I quite love it here. I love the vibe. And these cameras also just, it was an afterthought. It's just a collection. Whenever I go anywhere abroad or any interesting place, if I find any antique cameras, I just keep picking them up and putting them all over. They always look good. So many times people ask me, have you used these cameras? And I say, do I look 150 years old? Because this camera is more than 100 years old. Yeah. So it's just fun.
No, the artifacts are interesting, and of course your lovely pictures that you've captured over the years.
Showing your own work in your own space, I find it a little odd. I many times think whether I should put it up or not put it up. But I guess that's my signature, that's my work, that's why I'm here. Yeah. So I'm very happy, I'm proud of it, and I'm full of gratitude that I could do so much work and I am doing so much work and people are working. So it feels good when I look at it. The days go by so quickly. Absolutely. I can't believe just now when I was writing something, it's the middle of April in 2023. It's just crazy.
True, we all feel that way. Yeah. And I think your latest family portrait, which is Shah Rukh and his family, that was a lovely capture and everybody's talking about that. So what's the story behind that?
Actually, there's no story as such, but I'm quite close to Shah Rukh and Gauri and the family, and I shoot their family pictures. Actually, I've shot since Aryan and Suhana were so small. Yeah. So I've shot those pictures also. And periodically we've been shooting. But now Gauri is coming out with a book. It's a coffee table book on design and her work, and Mannat also is a part of it. So she needed a fresh set of pictures. It's a part of that series which we did. I did some of it at home and I did some shots with her in her GK design store and shot some pictures with Suhana and Aryan and of course Abraham. It's a fun series. It's a combination of them as a family in their space, which is so nice, creative space. So that's what we try to capture, and I think works.
And like you said, you've been part of the industry for so long, and there are some pretty iconic pictures. So, and you have seen most of these stars grow up also. So anybody who really surprised you with their transformation?
The big name that comes to my mind is Tiger. Tiger's transformation I really think is fantastic. I won't say that he was bad in Heropanti or the look, because we did the look tests of Heropanti also. And I couldn't see the action and the dance that he's doing, because in pictures we couldn't capture that. So I just saw him and I found him to be good. I didn't find him to be fantastic that time. Yeah. But his dedication was such and his likability factor was so good that that charm was there, but that rawness was there. But within 2 or 3 films, his transformation, he became absolutely fantastic, from his rawness to his action, dance, the way he carries himself, everything. So his transformation I thought was quite radical. Then there are Ranbir, Arjun, Varun, all their first photo shoots were done by me actually. They also really matured well, but they were all very filmy in their brain and they knew what they were doing. And so it's fun to see them. It's actually a crazy journey. to see all of them grow so much. From, if you look at Aryan Suhana, from kids I've seen them. Alize, Salman's niece. I've shot Alize as such a small baby with Salman, and that was the cover of G magazine some 20 years ago, whenever she was that age. I think it's quite fantastic. The way these people are transforming themselves is really creditable, and they are so hardworking.
True.
Really, really hardworking. The way they work out, the way they give their time for dance rehearsals, for action and acting, it's really fantastic.
And anybody who you knew, this is a star, right from the first capture.
It will be unfair to say that.
Yeah.
I'll be very honest with you. There are many times when I felt that an XYZ person will do very well in life and it didn't work out. Okay. And some I did not even think, they ended up being such huge stars. True. Or big stars. You can never really say very easily. I mean, I wouldn't like to take the credit or discredit of saying, मैंने सचिन को बैटिंग करते हुए देखा और मुझे मालूम था he'll become. It's. I mean, it's not. The people who give them the chance, like the producers and directors who cast newcomers, they are the real heroes who see that talent and then make them big.
And of course, we have to talk about Mr. Bachchan also, some iconic shots there. So, any ones that come to your mind?
Oh God, Mr. Bachchan is another story altogether. That man is an inspiration beyond words. His energy, his passion for work, relentless energy. He comes from morning to evening with the same energy on set. It may be a lockdown, it may be post-lockdown, it may be COVID, pre-COVID, maybe he's having a fractured rib. I just shot him, he's recovering just now from a muscle tie. The way he's doing and the way he is so humble about it. He's so focused about it. And he is a technician's delight. He will not say a word. He will do whatever you tell him. He's like a newcomer. His energy is like a newcomer. The first thing he comes when he comes on a photo shoot, puts his own music, puts what he wants, creates that mood, and then he's like, come on, let's go. And the way he goes about it, I can talk for hours. It's crazy. That man is an inspiration, he's an institution. His humility, his passion for work is just crazy is the only word. Can't keep up with him.
That's true. That shows on screen as well. And of course, another person who you have a long association with is Salman Khan, another superstar. Yeah. And there's this famous story that you lived with him also for some time.
Yeah.
So, when you came to Mumbai. So, any memories from there?
So, Amir and Salman for me are the two pillars with Ashu. Ashu's my brother. Ashu gave me my break. He requested Amir to shoot with me. Amir shot with me. Yeah. And those pictures got published and I must have done some good work that I kept on getting work. Yeah. And within a year or two, through Karishma Kapoor, I met Salman, and I always say, if Salman likes you, your life is set. So I'm lucky. He liked me, he liked my work. And his full family actually, their heart is of pure gold. I didn't have a place to stay, so they just said, stay at home. I was staying at home, we were shooting, it was like one big party happening. Any picture you've seen of Salman from say 95 to 2000, 2002, 2003, those 7-8 years, I've shot each and every photo. And every photo is shot in and around Galaxy. Nothing, no lights, nothing. We just go down, he stands, he looks great, we shoot. There are hundreds and hundreds of memories of that. But I just look back at all of that and just with gratitude and I just thank my stars.
And each picture is iconic, like you said. So, any ones that come to your mind right now? Like, if I had to just ask you your favorites or your most challenging shoots?
Nothing is challenging. It's all easy for me. Touch wood. The great guy standing in front of me now. If that's a challenge, then I'm no good. But with Salman, the two shoots that come to my mind are, one will definitely be the shoot where we were doing nothing and he was bare body. He removed his ganji and put it around his forehead. And there was a boat, fisherman's boat outside Galaxy, and he just went down on the boat. He held the ship and went down like this. And I shot that picture on negative, just for fun. There was nothing to it. In the evening when the prince came home, Sajid Nadiadwala was at home and Judwaa shoot was going on. He saw that and he said, "Hey, apna poster hai." It was no connection with Judwaa. He said, "No, it's mind-blowing. We'll put this up as a poster." And they had not shot the climax of Judwaa. So in the climax of Judwaa, he's in that ganji because they had liked that look, and that happened to be my first, big poster. And there was a series of pictures with Salman and Sanjay Dutt that I had done for a film called Das, which Mukul Anand was supposed to direct. Actually, they had started directing, but unfortunately, Mukul passed away midway through the shoot. But those pictures Oh my God, they were fantastic. Both of them, just camaraderie, two brothers. It was just outdoor shot in Sanju's bungalow at Paliel and
And so you've been part of some iconic posters as well, not just pictures. So there's Dangal, Jodhaa Akbar, Ravan and Chennai Express as well. So any stories behind those pictures?
Chennai Express was great fun actually. We shot it in YE and Ramoji both. Shah Rukh, Deepika, you have them in front of you. What more can you ask for? But those were very crazy fun posters. If you see the poses, it's so unusual because normally Shah Rukh would have been either in action or in romance. But these were very, you see them, the one with Shah Rukh and Deepika back to back, one where Shah Rukh is lying down with the beauty of that poster is all those, the Gunda gang of her father. I think they were hilarious. And their energy, the way they were, in every shot they used to, shout and scream. It was fun. So the Chennai Express poster was really, really funny. At the same time, it had a lot of glamour and style. If you see, that's the contrast of the poster, which I love. Dangal poster also, for me, is a very special poster. Actually, if you go to look at that poster, what you don't realize is that it's a wrong poster. Because you see, Amir is with the four girls. It's the same Geeta and Babita, young and old. They never are together in a single frame because they had a too small Geeta and Babita and the grown-up Geeta and Babita. But the integrity of the shot is such that nobody questioned the poster ever. It's Amir just sitting in the center and he was so much into his character when he was doing that. Unbelievable. The film is about wrestling, action, but you see in this poster, there's nothing. And I had not seen the film. I knew the rough story. So I was like with Amir, and when we shot the poster with Rahul Nanda, shouldn't it be a kind of poster which shows the action or shows something? But Amir was so clear that it's about the relationship of the father with his daughters. And part of the film which is young is as important as the part of the film which is old. So that's why both the ages are there in the same poster but with one father. It's a simple portrait. I did it in Ludhiana. We've shot it early morning with just some skimmers and a little bit of light. But the beauty of the shot is the way all five of them were so ingrained in their characters of Geeta, Babita and Mahavir. I think that Amir is not Amir, it's a different human being. Look at the way he's sitting, look at the way his body language, he looks like it's crazy, when actors like him go so deep into it. It's unbelievable. True. So it's one of my favorite pictures, forget as a poster. It's just a portrait which I love. Jodhaa Akbar is, you can't get better looking people in front of you. Hrithik and Aishwarya looking like Jodhaa and Akbar. What more can I ask for? And Ashu directing them at ND Studio with that kind of costume and that jewelry and that setup. And they, that was just after Dhoom 2. This is one of the posters which I always say I'm lucky. I've lit it up quite nicely as much as I could. But when you're part of such a film and such actors and such a team that has made them stand there and they're just looking, Jodhaa and Akbar, all I had to do is shoot. So I feel very fortunate and lucky that I've been there at these times to shoot these pictures and get so much credit out of it.
So celebrity weddings are a huge deal and you've been part of that memory for a lifetime. For example, Saif and Kareena, you captured them. So, any memories?
Actually, I'll be very honest with you. Wedding photography per se is a different ballgame, which there are great wedding photographers doing great work. So, I don't do that as such. I only do that when I've got a personal relationship and I come in there and do some few portraits, fun shots. So, Saif and Bebo was that. I didn't do the full wedding. They wanted me to shoot that one particular portrait because that outfit is the same outfit that Mansoor Ali Khan Patodi had worn. And Sharmila ji's mother-in-law and Mansoor Ali Khan's father. So it's the third generation wearing the same outfit. And that pose we recreated. So Saif and Bebo had requested me that we want that same thing. It was very exciting for me to shoot. We had shot it at Taj and the way they carried it, it was just a memory. It's a lovely picture. It's a lovely portrait. And it was of that royalty that we were trying to recreate and no effort at all in that. So then after taking the shot of the both of them, we obviously took a nice family portrait. So there are many people, there's little Sara in that also.
And like you said, so you don't have challenges, but let's ask you memorable shoots.
For me, my entire journey has been memorable. I mean, however cliche the answer is,
Yeah.
I can't think of one shoot or two shoots which are memorable. People get very surprised when they meet me after 10 years, 15 years, ad agency people or makeup artists, and then they say, remember we had shot this. I remember majority of my career. It's strange, I don't know how.
Yeah.
But I do remember it and I look back at it, and for me everything is special because every day when I work, I thank God for giving me that work. And I feel getting that work and doing that work is the most important thing. The rest is all unimportant. That unimportant thing that I'm calling, in my case, I'm so fortunate that I'm doing, the best things that I can do.
Yeah.
It's great to shoot these superstars. The country looks at them. Everybody's standing under their building. They're running behind their cars, waiting for a glimpse of theirs. One little picture of theirs, and millions of people are liking.
Yeah.
It's such a great feeling that those are the people who come and stand in front of my camera and I shoot. It's absolutely overwhelming. I never take it for granted. I literally pinch myself. I compartmentalize myself. Now, Sachin Tendulkar, whenever I shoot Sachin, Sachin and I grew up together, literally, matlab, same building. But I've compartmentalized my head. The Sachu that I know as the boy he grew up with, but here is this legend, Bharat Ratna.
Yeah.
So every time I shoot, it's great. Mr. Bachchan, or it may be Allu Arjun after Pushpa when he does that pose and I shoot that for Coke. It just hits you that what is this? The country has gone mad behind these things and we are shooting them. With Shah Rukh, with Amir, with Hrithik. Any name, Alia, the girls, they're so fantastic. Priyanka, I've been lucky to shoot so many of them. Deepika,
Yeah.
Katrina. Every time I shoot them, I just feel blessed and I feel happy that, I'm the one shooting them and good results come out.
Priyanka, of course, her transformation is also magical. Like, it's quite unbelievable, the stuff she has achieved abroad as well. So do you remember her in her initial days and now the kind of success she has?
Priyanka, actually, I shot her when she was already a star. From Mujhse Shaadi Karoge, the Femina covers, then for Ashu's film, Watch Her Rashi. I shot her many times, but she was already a superstar. And now she is next level. So I didn't see her transform. I saw her as a star. So for me, she's a star throughout.
Now everybody has a camera and everybody is a photographer. So anything that really shocks you when it comes to what passes off as photography?
Okay, so you've asked me a very complicated question actually. It has two different tracks and layers. Photography per se has become very easy now.
True.
Because of the kind of cameras and the lights. They're so good that shooting a good picture is much easier than what it used to be. Because of that, two things are happening. One, shooting has become very easy, due to which mediocrity has increased. Anybody is shooting thinking that they're doing great pictures.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, great work is happening in a very easy way. So the two parallel tracks, mediocrity ka track chal raha hai, which to each their own, but great work is also happening at the same time. And I am an optimist and I always look at the bright side of life. So I think mediocrity is, what can you do now?
Yeah.
The phone cameras are so good. Instagram is so big. There are two aspects to this. One is just capturing that moment and one is creating a picture. Now, creating a picture is what we do, which is difficult, which we try to do. We just don't let's take a picture. We create a picture as professional photographers. So that has its unique place. And capturing that moment right there has its unique place. Now, if you're just going to capture a moment of you sitting in a train or you eating a piece of cake or you seeing a monkey in your window, it sometimes can be a good looking thing and an interesting picture. So I'm good with that. And I feel that it's all fair. Digital photography is an absolute boon and it's there for everybody to enjoy and exploit, as I say. And Instagram is the best exhibition center you could have ever had. You keep showing your work and people like it or dislike it.
And after all these years, anything that's still on your wish list that you want to still capture maybe?
I wanted to shoot the James Bond poster with Daniel Craig and I feel very bad that I couldn't manage it. I guess No Time to Die or Skyfall or anything. You grew up with James Bond, so and you always, what you don't have, you value. But for me, my Shah Rukhs, my Salmans, my Hrithik's, my Amirs, Karthik's, Ranveer's, shooting their film posters, Alia, I feel blessed. But something which is not in your hands, you feel like saying, okay, I would have loved to be a part of that. So that would be a James Bond poster with Daniel Craig. Or maybe the next James Bond, whoever he is or she is, apparently is going to be a she. Can't be James Bond, it'll only be a 007. Let's see.
We hope that manifestation comes true. And thank you so much for doing this. Lovely having you.
My pleasure. My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.